Today I'm going to show you exactly how to create your GitHub organization step by step the current 2026 way. So we're on GitHub's homepage, and if the top right says sign in, click that and log into your personal account. You don't need a separate shared login. Your personal account becomes the first owner. Now click your profile picture in the upper right, and from that menu choose Settings. In Settings, look at the left sidebar, and under the Access section, click Organizations. This page is where the current creation flow starts, so if you're on an older GitHub layout and don't see it, go back to the profile picture menu and choose Accounts and Organizations. On the Organizations page, find the Organizations heading and click New Organization. That opens the plan selection. For a small project or a small team, I'd pick the free plan because it includes unlimited public and private repos and basic team access. If you need more roles or protected branches later, you can always upgrade. Select the plan and click Create a Free Organization. On the next screen, type the organization name. This becomes part of your GitHub URL, so pick something permanent. For example, if the company is Acme, I'd use Acme, not Acme Incorporated. Below that, enter a contact email you actually monitor, not a personal throwaway because GitHub uses it for billing and support. Then click Next through the questions about how you'll use the organization, choose your own projects or My Company depending on the account, and complete the setup. Once GitHub finishes loading, you'll land on your new organization's dashboard with its own tabs for repositories, people, teams, projects, and settings. We'll customize this before adding people, so click the Organization Settings tab, then in the left sidebar, click Profile. Up top, click the avatar area and upload a logo or project image. If you skip this, the org shows a gray default icon and people will confuse it with a personal account. Now click the organization name in the top left to go back to the org home, and then click the green New Repository button. In the owner field, make sure the organization is selected, not your personal account. That's the one mistake I see people make right here, and then the repo ends up on the wrong profile. Choose private for a customer portal or anything with credentials because you can switch it to public later if the project is meant to be open. Tick Add a README file, which creates a README file at the root, then scroll down and click Create Repository. The page refreshes and you'll see the new repo under the organization name. Next, we'll add people, so click the People tab from the org navigation, then click Invite Member. Type the person's GitHub username or their account email. If you use an email address, GitHub only lets them accept the invite if that email is verified on their own GitHub account, so a username is usually safer. Click Invite and the invitation is sent. Now go to the Teams tab, click New Team, and give it a name like Development or Support. Teams are how you manage access for groups instead of assigning repositories one person at a time. After creating the team, open it and select the repository you just made, then choose the role. I'd start with Write for developers and Read for support because you can always adjust that later, and admin isn't needed on day one. If you already have repositories under your personal account, go to that repo's settings, scroll to Danger Zone and choose Transfer. Search for the organization name, confirm, and the repo moves with its history. And don't look for the old account conversion option. GitHub removed that in January 2026. Transferring a repo into the organization is the current way to move work. Back in the org settings, click Member Privileges and look at the base permissions. If the base is set to Write, drop it to Read or None because that applies to every person the moment they join. Then click People or Roles to see your own owner role. Only give owner to people who need to change organization settings because owners can delete repositories and change billing. For a business, the structure I'd use is one organization with repositories like website, internal tools, customer portal, documentation, and automation. Create each repo with the same naming pattern because it keeps access and billing in one place. While we're on the org home, click Add a README to create the organization level profile README. That file shows up on your org's public profile and gives new visitors your company description and key links. Before you invite everyone, go back through the organization name, URL, profile picture, description, members, teams, and repository permissions. If anything looks off, fix it now while only you have access. Two things I'd change from here, both in settings. First, open billing and add a spending limit for GitHub Actions, because a runaway workflow can burn through minutes fast. Second, in member privileges, set repository creation to owners only, so new repos don't multiply without review. If this got your organization set up, hit like and subscribe so this kind of walkthrough shows up for you next, and leave a comment saying it was helpful. Comments are what push this to other people searching the same thing.